In the north of the Gaza Strip, Israeli forces launched strikes on various areas of the capital of the Palestinian enclave. The death toll in the region has already exceeded 41,000 people, with about 96,000 injured. Israeli attacks on satellite towns, in particular Jabalia, continued north of Gaza. At the same time, sporadic clashes were recorded near the Erez checkpoint in the vicinity of Beit Lahia. Israeli air and artillery strikes on Hamas targets continued in the central part of the enclave. Nusayrat continued to be under the most concentrated fire, with dozens of casualties. In turn, Hamas militants fired at IDF positions in the Netzarim corridor. Judging by the lack of online reports of evacuation helicopters flying overhead, the shelling did not produce any tangible results. In the south of the Gaza Strip, Israeli units carried out engineering work in the Philadelphia corridor. At the same time, local raids were carried out on the infrastructure facilities of the Palestinian formations in the Rafah areas. The Israeli Operation Summer Camps continued in the West Bank. Thus, since the beginning of the conflict on October 7, 2023, about 11,000 Palestinians have been detained. The most violent clashes took place in the provinces of Tubas, Jenin, and Nablus. Local branches of Palestinian groups reported several ambushes on Israeli patrols, but without details. The situation on the Lebanese-Israeli border continued to steadily escalate. The parties increased the intensity of the strikes and expanded the area of attack by more than 100 kilometers. Against this backdrop, the Israeli forces announced the launch of Operation Arrows of the North. Hundreds of strikes were carried out in Lebanon. At least 700 people were killed and about 2,600 were injured. At the same time, the Israeli Air Force once again attacked the Ad-Dahiyah district in the suburbs of the Lebanese capital. During the raid, Hezbollah deputy leader Ibrahim Akil and senior command staff of the Radwan forces were killed. Less than a week had passed since the Israelis again worked on the southern part of Beirut. This time, the target was the third person in the organization's leadership, Ali Karaki, but the commander managed to survive. In response, Hezbollah fighters also launched massive rocket salvos at northern Israel. Although most of the missiles missed their targets, some fell within the boundaries of populated areas, causing material damage. In addition, for the first time since the beginning of the escalation, the Shiite group's forces attacked Tel Aviv. Despite claims of the defeat of the Mossad headquarters, the Lebanese Qadr-1 missile was intercepted by the David's Sling missile defense system.